All right, welcome back to a brand new video of the Target Individual Program. Excuse me, I just turned off the kettle whistling. It's going to, anyhow, welcome back to a brand new video of the Target Individual Program. Talking about the sprint, you hear the helicopter. So let me tell you guys what happened. So with the New York Predator Department today targeting me in the manner in which they're targeting me, right? And there's a reason. I can tell you guys there's a reason why they do these things. So I get a call from Pam, and I didn't answer at first because I knew they were up to something. All right, so I said, you know what? I'll call her back. Let me just, figure out what it is that they're trying to do so I can keep my composure. Because I know they're going to send her with some bullshit. Right? So I call her back. Right? So she said to me, Ethan wanted to have a birthday party. He talked to me about it Saturday. Now, my son didn't say nothing to me about that at all. Right? Uh, I was there the entire weekend. He went out Saturday, he came back. I stayed. He didn't say anything to me. He spoke to her on Saturday. I'm like, how you spoke to her on Saturday, right? How did he? I'm like, how did he speak to her on Saturday? She came back Saturday, right? She came back. He had a. I want you to hear the car horn as I say certain things. She came back on Saturday, right? He was out. He was out. When he came back home, right? He didn't talk to her about it because I was here. I know. She came back home, and what did she do? She went in her bed and she went to sleep. That's what she did. So how did she talk to him about it? That's what I would like to know. How did she talk to him about it? Right? But anyway, like I said, they plan things. It's premeditated, and they use her. Right? It's the New York Predator Department, those in the police department, and I talk about how they use the color black. So you see, I was like getting off the bus. The guy with the black sweater that says best, and then the other dude that's walking into the store. It has he was wearing all black with the V sign, a V logo on it, right? So again, these people, they're scheming, they're manipulators, they're liars. They're part of a cult, a religious cult. They're embedded within the New York Predator Department. And I am to them enemy number one. Why? Because they cannot control me. Because they cannot control me. Because I'm teaching my kids not to be religious. And they don't want that. They want to keep indoctrinating people to become religious. Why? Control. Control and money. Right? And like I said, go look at the history of nations that are ruled by religion, and you'll see those nations are at the bottom. At the bottom. The wealthy will have wealth, but the vast majority of people, there is no middle class, upper middle class, is wealth and poverty. Okay? So I said to her, I said, well, Ethan didn't say nothing to me about it. I was here Saturday. She says, why does he have to ask you? Why does he have to tell you? Okay, I guess I'm not his father. Hmm. I guess I'm. Are they? Because I've thought about getting a DNA test, particularly for my son Ethan, because he's a that lighter complexion. You know what I'm saying? And this is what they're afraid of. They're afraid of me finding out the truth. A lot of us brothers, black men in particular, women have been weaponized against us, having kids, sleeping with many different men while they're in a relationship with you, or if they're not in a relationship with you, they're sleeping around with a lot of men, getting pregnant, and then looking at the person who they believe would be the better father or the better provider, right? And lying about it. This is the mindset that they've conditioned within them. This is the those women who call themselves Christians, who say that they want a God-fearing man, who say that the Bible is the word of God and Jesus Christ is the truth, but they're not telling you the truth. They're lying. So when somebody comes to speak the truth, anybody speak the truth, you're a threat. You're a threat. When you start to expose what it is that they're doing, the indoctrination, the covert warfare, the psychological covert warfare, those things, in order to entrap you, in order to try to bring you to Christ, just like Paul did. These people take that fairy tale book so seriously that they are willing to destroy your life, right, to indoctrinate you in their religion. And they're moving behind the scenes. They're well funded, well trained. All right, they're in the military, they're in the government, they're in the police, predator police department, they're in corporations. This is a silent takeover of these religious fanatics. Okay, so she says to me again, why does he have to ask you? I said to her, well, is he not my son? I know, I almost cursed at her, and I said, like, I said, let me, I need to get out of the phone because I don't want to curse at you with this. So then she says to me, "Oh, I found a venue, so I'm just letting you know I found a like I can't be involved, right? Right. So at this point, I am going to get a DNA test because they're showing their ass. She's showing her ass because again, and again, how do I know she knows? Because the fact that she's talking this way to me, because of the New York Predator Department, and how their behavior today, the stalking. Right. So now she's showing her ass, and she's done it before. Right. So this is what they're doing. And like I said, I'm gonna continue to speak the truth. I'm gonna continue to speak out. So anyway, so then she says, "Oh, we're gonna have it at the base." I said, she's like, "Oh, he wanted it at the bowling alley." I said, "Okay, but you didn't talk to me about it. You didn't tell me anything." "Oh, I don't need to talk to you about it. Why haven't I talked to you about it?" See, this is what they do. This is what these women do, and they're emboldened by the white supremacists and the black Sambos and Sambinas within law enforcement and within the churches. This is what they're doing. Okay, this is what they're doing. Anyway, talk to you guys in the next video.